Hello everybody, my name is Andrew Hester and welcome to Space Engineers. Now, this is not the planetary video just yet. This is actually a mod, or not a mod, this is an actual map made by Wasted Space. So this, if I was to go outside, still a vacuum. However, this is to showcase my latest creation. Now, before I get ahead of myself, I need to state that this thing is meant specifically, like all my creations, specifically for a faction. So, like a large group of people. So, standard operating procedure, at least in my mind, is okay, we send out a scout ship, they report the coordinates for a planet, and then they keep moving and trying to find as many planets as they can, while the head honchos dispatch one of these beautiful gizmos out into the great beyond and basically colonize a planet. Now, there's enough seating for 9 people, although it may vary on person to person because some factions, well, I know it doesn't look like much, but this actually allows for mods because this ship 100% vanilla. You won't need anything. And before I put it on the Steam Workshop, I'll give it its own world so you'll see, hey, you don't need a mod for this. Now, that's both good and bad, because good because some people prefer not to use mods, and bad because some people who do use mods, they have to figure out what they want or where to put stuff. But that is why I opted for a unmodded version, because as you can see, there's a lot of room in here for you name it. Now, before I get too ahead of myself again, now I will say that even though this is meant for factions, even single player worlds can use this, because this offers so much more materials than a starting ship, like the respawn ship, the small little damaged yellow one. This is, I believe, 2.5 times more massive than that ship, and it has 4 times the refining capacity. Well, technically 2, but it generates 4 times the ore and has 10 times the effectiveness as an assembler, but I'll get to that in a moment. So basically, you find a planet, you send one of these, and depending on the number of seats you have, you could even put seats like alongside the refineries and the, which one's this? Oxygen generators. Heck, even behind here. I mean, you can, this thing enables you to modify it so much that you can have really a lot more seats, heck, even on the ceiling if you're feeling a bit frisky, without actually having to remove the walls or increase the size of the ship. But I digress. So let's get a view on the outside. Now, like I said, it's not much. This is basically a one-time use thing. Once this comes in, you would use the ore detector on the front to basically go, okay, this terrain is flat enough for this. Is there a proper setting for us to, oh hey look, silicone, iron, more iron. Hey, I found ice. You would establish somewhere where it's feasible for you to remain there and 100% self-sufficient. So, like for me, I would rather be next to some ice and maybe iron. So, I wouldn't colonize here. I'd probably go where you see that ice over there. Actually, you know what? While I'm talking, I need to demonstrate on how sluggish this thing is, but this thing is not designed to move. Once you find a planet, it's designed to colonize and it's done. The only reason you would keep the hydrogen in it... You gonna stop? I know the channel's all about making people laugh, but let's not crash this. So, like right here, I would definitely colonize right here. Although if that was actual running water, maybe not. But I digress. So, as you can see, it's not meant really for moving all that much. It is good, however, in going up and down because, alright, this looks like a good position, and then you see, oh, nope, it's not as flat as we thought. Abort, what have you, and there's artificial gravity, so what I'm picturing in my mind, natural gravity will affect ships. That's why, down here, there is a large thruster. And why is the hull damaged? I'll be sure to fix that before uploading this onto the Steam Workshop. But basically, you would, once you send this out, find a good spot to colonize or set up an outpost, land it. And I'll do that now just for the sake and purposes for this video. Now, there's no mass blocks, like I said, artificial mass blocks, because I suspect natural gravity will affect a large ship. So, really? I don't recommend. Oh. Okay, I think that's the best I'm going to get out of this, because I don't want to mess anything up. So, hey, we've landed. Here's our new home. Let's establish a base, or in my case, let's establish a strip mining operation. Now, there's not that many lights, mainly because I needed to save on materials, and I wanted this to be fully pressurized. So, yeah. But like I said, this thing allows you to customize it any way you want. Me personally, I'm opting for the conservative on weight. And this doesn't have a large or any kind of reactor because it has solar panels. And for me, if I was to establish a base with this, I would take enough supplies to build one of these, but with a large reactor. That way I don't have to rely on solar power with batteries. But like I said, once this thing gets moving in space, you disable inertia dampeners and just... So you would use the 2 large cargo containers to effectively store materials enough to build a large reactor or 1 reactor wherever you go, or enough materials to establish a base, and then you can start disassembling this. Whatever the case may be, we'll see how this design progresses as I know more about planets when it comes out. Otherwise, as I said, it does have batteries. Oh, right, when I had the engines right here, but I wanted more headspace. Anyway, moving on. So it does have 2 refineries, and each refinery has the efficiency mod or module. This is 100% vanilla. So for the same amount of ore, you get twice as much ingots, or 1-to-1 with stone and iron. I've noticed that, which is kind of believable, but at the same time, it's like, give me a little bit more. But 100% realistic, if you ask me. And it also has 2 assemblers, each one with 4 productivity modules, so each one is operating at 500% capacity. So essentially you still have the same number of refineries, they're just better about processing the ore. However, you basically have 10 assemblers if they didn't have the productivity module. I don't like the power efficiency because really, to me, once you get solar panels, power is not an issue, or a large reactor or what have you. And it also has a hydrogen tank, just because this thing is the first thing I've ever designed that runs on hydrogen, or at least the thrusters. Like I said, I don't know exactly how planets are going to behave. This design might get changed radically to include a larger thruster, because you might build this on a planet, launch it, so that way, hey, let's colonize a new planet. Me personally, I'd build this in space. But that's just me. It may vary based on people. But, although I am trying to come up with new ways to change the design. But I'm always trying to improve on I think I see one now, but I kind of like this space right here. Anyway, it has 2 vents. That way, well, you can get oxygen in the main cabin. Otherwise, you can use the cargo containers. Really? Okay, I was about to say. Wow, you can store things even in the passenger... Why did it bounce? Anyway. It also has a medical bay, and like I said, a lot of empty space, but that allows for personal customization. Maybe more passenger seats. Maybe you have a huge faction, and you really want to get a jump start on a new colony before a rival does. So, you'd put in more passenger seats. Anyway, if we come down here, this has an airlock. In a future redesign of this, I'd probably add 2 more airlocks, one on either side, just so there's no congestion. And I'm not good on programming things, so if you activate one of these, the other one won't open until you come in. But like I said, infinite possibilities with this. And it also has a ramp, so if the ship is able to land all the way because it's not able to, I don't know why, probably a collision model somewhere. But now we are ready to begin our adventure down on the planetary surface. God, I want planets. They're probably not going to come out until I get home from work and school, which is going to suck. Because then I have to... Well, you'll see this video probably by the time it comes up. We'll see. But I digress. So there you have it. In a nutshell, this is probably one of the few ship designs that I'm going to be constantly modifying. Because I'm going to be using this, as I said. When planets come out, Sergeant Secure and I... Ooh, we're doing a new multiplayer Let's Play. We're going to start over, but on a planet. Now, I'm not sure if we spawn on the planet. If we do, I'll fly up into space and copy and paste this in. So that way it's going to be, hey, we found a planet. Let's set up shop here or what have you. We'll see. I do need to improve on the lighting, though. That's a given. But I'm not good on lighting. Plus, this is a one-time use. Basically, hey, there's the sun. Enough natural light's coming in. I actually designed this without windows. It was pitch black. I loved it. But at the same time, so creepy. But I'm deviating from the lack of a script. So, that's pretty much this ship in a nutshell. I know it's not much, but like I said, one-time use. It only has 1 gyro. 2 thrusters on all 4 sides, and then up and down it has barely enough thrust. But the design will change based on what happens when planets are fully released. And this world, or this ship blueprint, I don't know what I'll do, will be available on the Steam Workshop down below in the description, along with this custom world. However, once planets come out, no offense to the guy who made this, but I don't think this is going to be all that useful. Really, it was useful for testing this concept, just seeing what could be. But I'm digressing again. Otherwise, both will be in the description below, and also a third link, which will be to my Steam Workshop, to where you can get any of my other creations. So with that said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you out there in the galaxy, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye. I'll kill you sometime. I'm kidding. I'll kill you in here, not in the real world. I love you in the real world. Here. Bye-bye.